Imagine a sickness so powerful that it forces you to dance until your heart literally bursts. This isn't the plot of a horror movie. In the summer of 1518, it actually happened to hundreds of people in France. No music, no partying, and the scariest part, science still can't fully explain why. This is the story of the death disco of 1518. It all started on a burning hot July day in a city called Strasbourg. A woman named Frau Troffea stepped out of her house and into the narrow dirt street. Suddenly, she began to dance. No music playing, no festival happening. She was just twisting, turning, and stomping all by herself. She didn't stop for an hour. She didn't stop when the sun went down. Frau Troffea danced for 6 straight days until she collapsed from being completely exhausted. You would think people would look at her, feel confused, and leave her alone. But the nightmare was just getting started. Within a week, 34 other people joined her in the streets. Within a single month, the crowd grew to over 400 people. All of them were twirling and leaping in the brutal summer heat. This was not a fun party. The dancers weren't smiling, laughing, or having a good time. They were screaming in pain. They were crying out and begging for mercy. Their feet were bruised, bloody, and torn. But their bodies simply refused to obey their minds. They were trapped inside their own muscles, at the worst point of this plague. It was claimed that up to 15 people were dying every single day. They were dropping dead right in the street from strokes, exhaustion, and massive heart attacks. Terrified and confused, the city leaders turned to local doctors for help. The doctors ruled out magic, spirits, or religious curses. Instead, they declared that it was a natural medical problem caused by hot blood. They decided the afflicted people just needed to dance it out to get better. The city actually built a massive wooden stage in the town square, opened up public halls, and hired professional musicians and strongmen to keep the dancers moving. Predictably, this was a terrible mistake. The lively music acted like gasoline on a fire. It drew even more healthy people into the deadly trance. By the time autumn arrived, the dancing finally began to fade away, and the people stopped moving. But for hundreds of years, scientists and historians have been trying to solve this historical mystery. The most popular theory is mass hysteria. The people of Strasbourg were living through a time of extreme misery. They were facing brutal famines, crushing poverty, and devastating outbreaks of deadly diseases like smallpox. The psychological stress may have reached a breaking point, triggering a massive, contagious mental meltdown. Their brains literally glitched, causing a chain reaction of uncontrollable physical movement. We still don't know the absolute truth. Was it a physical poison hidden in their food, or a terrifying trick played by the human mind?